Have you ever heard a story that made you sit on the edge of your seat, heart pounding, and by the end left you with tears in your eyes, inspired and changed forever? This is one of those stories. It begins in the most unexpected place, not on a battlefield, not in a city filled with chaos, but on a quiet farm, where a pair of twin sisters lived a life most people would call ordinary. But what happened to them, and the secret one of them carried, would change everything the world thought they knew about strength, courage, and justice. So stay with me until the end, because the farm girl you're about to meet is not who everyone thinks she is. Out in the countryside, far from the noise of crowded towns, the Miller twins lived with their widowed father. Emma and Emily looked almost identical, same hazel eyes, same wheat, blonde hair that shone under the sun, but their personalities couldn't have been more different. Emma, the older by just 6 minutes, was shy, gentle, and bookish. She preferred the quiet company of her cows, the rhythm of chores, and the peace of early mornings in the fields. Emily, on the other hand, was fiery, outspoken, and seemed to have a secret confidence about her that even her sister couldn't quite explain. She had disappeared for years, returning home only recently, claiming she needed to reconnect with family. Nobody asked questions, they were just glad she was back. What no one knew, not Emma, not even their father, was that Emily hadn't just left home for travel or college. She had been recruited at 19 into one of the most elite, secretive units in the U.S. military Delta Force. Trained to fight wars that never made the headlines, Emily had been in deserts, mountains, and hostile cities around the world. She had seen things she could never tell her family, done things that would haunt most people forever. But here, back on the farm, she wore simple jeans and boots, blending into the role of the farm girl's twin. No one, not even the bullies who would cross her path, suspected the storm hidden beneath her quiet smile. One warm autumn afternoon, Emma walked down the dusty road to the general store. She always dreaded the trip because in town there was a group of local boys. Bigger, older, crueler, who loved nothing more than to make her life miserable. They mocked her plain clothes, called her Scarecrow, sometimes even yanked her basket from her hands and tossed her groceries into the dirt. Emma never fought back. She would lower her gaze, gather what she could, and hurry home with a trembling heart. That day, however, would be different, because the bullies thought they had cornered Emma, but it wasn't Emma at all. It was Emily. The moment they stepped in front of her, blocking the road with sneers on their faces, Emily recognized the game. Well, if it isn't the Scarecrow again. One of them laughed, reaching out to tug her collar. "Where you headed, farm mouse?" The others chuckled, expecting her to shrink away. Emily tilted her head, her calm eyes scanning them the way a soldier scans a threat. They didn't know they had just grabbed the wrong twin. The boy's hand tightened on her shirt. But before he could blink, Emily's wrist snapped up, twisting his arm in a judo grip so fast and precise it left him gasping. A sharp movement and he was on the ground, clutching his wrist, pain shooting through his arm. The others froze. What the hell just happened? One stammered. But Emily didn't stop. Another lunged forward, swinging his fist. She sidestepped with the fluidity of water, grabbed his momentum, and sent him sprawling into the dirt. The third, taller than the rest, tried to grab her from behind, but Emily's boot connected with his leg, dropping him to his knees. In less than a minute, the bullies who had tormented her sister for years